of this story.
A new episode, CBS next Friday.
NCIS is all new Monday at 9/8 Central on CBS.
Download the WZMQ 19 app or visit WZMQ19.com for the latest news and weather. Around the clock and on your schedule. 19 News is all about you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lily Simmons. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, our Michigan Capitol correspondent details a new initiative helping to put federal funds toward future green energy projects. Plus, Meister's Farm is open for Christmas festivities. We'll show you what they have in store. And later, it's the first day of the Winter Outback Art Fair in Marquette. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Lake effect snow showers around the area through Saturday. Not so much for Marquette, less than an inch expected here, but some traditional snow belts west and east of Marquette will get significantly higher amounts. We'll look at that later in the show. Temperatures will be in the mid-20s, a cold wind as well. Wind chills will be down into the teens, and temperatures probably not getting out of the teens. Iron River toward Ironwood with, again, more light snow here and there. The rest of the forecast into the weekend coming up later in the show.
Thanks, Tom. Making sure people living in rural places have access to emergency services is something congressional members have been working on for a while. One says having those emergency healthcare services provides safety and security for people who need it most. Now they're looking to expand access. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp reports.
In 2020, Congress passed a law establishing rural emergency hospitals, better known as REHs, as a new Medicare provider to respond to rural hospital closures and give rural communities more access to health care. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services say REHs help provide emergency department services, observation care, and additional outpatient medical and health services. Congressman Jack Bergman, who represents Michigan's Upper Peninsula, understands the need for emergency services in his district after a Spears-Ontonagon hospital converted into a rural health clinic with no emergency services.
Safety and security is our primary responsibility, and that part of that security is to know that a person can get emergency health care when they need it.
Now Congressman Bergman is spearheading bipartisan legislation that would include REHs eligible for 340B, which requires pharmaceutical manufacturers participating in Medicaid to sell outpatient drugs at discounted prices to healthcare organizations that care for many uninsured and low-income patients.
Basically, the bill that we have introduced is going to enable the 340B, basically drug cost reduction, to fund rural hospitals, and part of that is for that hospital to be able to create an environment where they got 24-hour emergency care. Because when people get sick or people get hurt, especially in rural and remote areas, it's not just like you drive 2 blocks to the emergency room. So this is common sense when it comes to providing for all of our rural and remote communities.
In Washington, D.C., Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
Michigan's Department for Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy has launched a new climate investment accelerator. It was created to help get federal dollars into the pockets of people looking to start green energy projects. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has the details on how the accelerator will create community investments.
As the country moves forward with its clean energy plan, state and federal dollars have been rolled out for everything from energy-efficient home upgrades to large-scale green energy projects.
Public funding can only go so far. We need private investment. We need to crowd in the private market.
Michigan's chief climate officer explained that the new Climate Investment Accelerator was created to help take advantage of money originally from the Federal Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund. It's $27 billion that was granted to 8 different organizations across the country to make clean energy technology more accessible.
We put together the Michigan Climate Investment Accelerator to help make sure that Michigan is prepared to take advantage of that. to recruit lenders and nonprofits to Michigan to invest here.
The accelerator works in two parts. The hub is a shared office and event space in Detroit that works to incentivize those 8 organizations to invest in Michigan. The fund works to match federal dollars when the institutions receive grants from one of those 8 larger organizations for green energy lending.
It's somewhat inevitable that this transition's happening. Like, private markets are moving into clean energy and climate solutions. We just need them to go fast enough to meet the crisis.
The accelerator works with private sector financial institutions to make sure communities have access to the resources to kickstart clean energy transitions. Connolly says that as the state starts to buckle down in its fight to combat climate change, the hope is to channel private sector resources to speed up state and federal goals. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
Today was Black Friday, traditionally the busiest shopping day of the year. In Marquette, many of the big box stores opened before 6 a.m. At the Westwood Mall, Kohl's opened at 5 with several early bird specials for the first through the doors. Stores reported light crowds early in the day. However, traffic slowed as the day went on. For those who chose to stay home but are still hoping to find some good sales, Cyber Monday is only 3 days away. And while you're out hunting for those holiday deals, Manistee business owners are reminding you to shop small this season. Tomorrow is Small Business Saturday, and businesses throughout the city will be offering promotions and sales. Shoppers can stop by the mill to pick up a Shop Small passport, then collect stamps from participating businesses. Once it's full, shoppers can return the passport for a special shopping tote and a chance to win gift certificates.
We're so lucky here in Manistee that every store in town has something really unique and special to offer. Not only is it a beautiful experience to come in and buy a special gift that maybe isn't anywhere else, it's also really exciting to know that you're making a difference, like you're keeping them in business by supporting them.
Shop Small passports will be available starting at 10 a.m. and they must be turned in by 5 p.m. Today, Meister's Tree Farm opened for the holiday season. Our John Truitt was there and has this report.
From cutting down your own tree from the back lot of live trees to pre-cut trees of every size, Meister's has the tree to fit any household. Owner George Meister explains the wide selection.
Balsam fir, Canaan fir, and Fraser fir. We've also got some Scotch pine and white pine and some spruce around as well, some blue spruce and white spruce.
But George does have his favorite.
Yes, we really focus on firs for a couple of reasons. One, they grow well for us, but they're also the ones that have that classic evergreen scent that you think of when you think of the smell of Christmas trees.
On opening day, most folks opted to cut their own tree, but it's harder than it looks.
This year was quite difficult, but we picked a bigger tree than normal.
Yeah?
It was a blue spruce. In the past, I think we got a Fraser fir.
Okay.
Spruce was a little harder to cut down, I guess.
So what does a decent tree cost?
What ours are at, and I think most other farmers in the UP are going to be running around $10 a foot.
Once you get your tree home, it's all about the water.
The big thing is don't let the water get below the bottom of that trunk, because if it does, it'll start to dry up and seal up again.
After you found the perfect tree, it's time to meet all the friendly animals in their petting zoo.
Goats and pigs, mini horses, ducks, geese, chickens, some quail.
And what would a holiday tradition be without Santa?
We've got Santa and Mrs. Claus stop in at their warming cabin back in the woods.
They also have a very unique gift shop and even a sledding hill. For more information and hours of operation, please visit our website, WZMQ19.com. In Harvey, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
We'll have your first warning weather forecast after the break. Plus, we'll show you how the U.S. Botanic Garden is decorated for the holidays. And later, a sneak peek at Marquette's Winter Outback Art Fair, which kicked off today. Stay with us.
John's Auto has been voted the #1 dealer to buy pre-owned vehicle for longer than I've been alive. If you're looking for a vehicle, or if you're looking for someone to help with your current car, or if you need to get yours looking like new again, come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Supersize your mattress during Kirkish Furniture's Black November sale. This Restonic 2-sided queen mattress, just $5.99. And save up to $500 on select adjustable Tempur-Pedic mattress sets. Going on now at Kirkish Furniture.
Hi friends, Richard Karn here. Now, I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Imagine for less than a cup of coffee a day, Choice Home Warranty can help protect you from expensive major system and appliance breakdowns that your homeowner's insurance doesn't cover.
Call Choice Home Warranty now and get access to a nationwide network of over 15,000 technicians and the latest appointment setting technology so you'll know when they're on their way.
So, do what this old DIYer did and call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more. Call for your free quote today. Call in the next 5 minutes and get your first month free. 800-418-1754. 800-418-1754.
Tonight. Now let's make a peaceful transfer of power to our new system of government, a flaming clown car into Nutball Canyon.
Program's got Zoe Saldana, CBS Tonight.
Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News.
Is your parents' car sounding funny? Do you hear any clunks, rattles, squeaks, or leaks? Tell them to call John's Auto Service Department for fast, friendly, and affordable service. Come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
We're in the cold grip here, more typical wintertime weather here for the Upper Peninsula. A lot of cold winds. That means some lake effect. Now, with the general northwesterly flow, doesn't mean a lot in the grand scheme of things for Marquette itself. But for those of you in the more traditional snow belts on that northwesterly flow, we're expecting now some fairly significant accumulations. Lake effect at its best. And there it is. The wind direction through Saturday. Classic northwest. Not much change in that wind direction overall through the day on Saturday. So when the bands set up, they probably won't move a whole lot. So if you get hit, you're probably going to get hit for a while. You can see going through the rest of tonight, those bands hold steady and they continue again. General forcing here on the western side of Lake Superior as well. But Marquette, you don't really get a whole lot here. You're kind of in between the systems and out toward the Wisconsin border, toward Escanaba. Not a lot here. This would be more of the northern shores and, of course, down into the lower peninsula for those of you farther toward the east, toward Newberry and Sault Ste. Marie. So snowfall amounts as we head on through the end of the day Saturday. Again, Lance itself, a couple of inches here. Marquette, not much. Higher amounts along the western shores. And, of course, from Munising eastward, we're looking at some pretty good bands as well. As we head on toward Sunday and into the end of the day on Sunday, check it out. A lot of them here, just northwest of Newberry there, maybe 1.5 feet with close to a foot, really, for areas just north of Ironwood, south of Houghton there. Lance, about 4 inches, maybe 5, but Marquette, maybe a 1/2 inch or so, and that's about it. A lot of cold winds here, bitter or very cold wind chills. So we head towards Saturday morning, Iron River, Ironwood, and just cold elsewhere. Now we're going to be pretty much entrenched in that cold wind chill right on through the day on Sundays. For tonight, some snow showers in the traditional snow belts. Marquette, just a little bit of light snow, and then into tomorrow, more of the same. Probably won't get out of the teens here from Ironwood toward Iron River, and some significant lake effect bands on the western shores. Munising eastward, Marquette, not so much. And we're going to pretty much stay in that trend even through Sunday when December comes in, and the cold temperatures will continue throughout much of next week. Look at that, only 21 a high on Thursday here, with again a chance of some snow showers. Flow generally north. Doesn't mean a lot for Marquette, but those traditional snow belts that are going to be hit this weekend, you could be hit again throughout much of next week.
Welcome back, everyone. The winter weather certainly arrived this week, but there's still plenty of things to do inside and outside in the UP. Joining us on Insights to see what Visit Keweenaw has going on is events coordinator Jesse Wiederhold. Hey, Jesse, good to see you.
Hey, Kevin, thanks for having me. That's right. A lot is going on in the Keweenaw, always.
Yeah, and today is Black Friday. I understand you have some stuff going on for that.
Yeah, that's right. A bit of a special sale for the outdoorsy person or people who like to ski and snowboard. You may know that the Keweenaw is top destination for hitting the slopes, but Mont Ripley in Hancock and Mount Bohemia and Lac La Belle both have their season pass sales going on right now. Special for Black Friday at Mont Ripley, you can save $150 off of your ski pass. It's pretty significant, right? And then just for the whole season. And Mount Bohemia is having their famous $99 season pass sale. That is good for the entire year. If you get that pass at Mount Bohemia for the $99 sale, it is good until the end of next year in 2025. You can use the spa all summer long or hit the slopes this winter. And the best part, Kevin, we actually have some snow before Thanksgiving this year.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if I'll be out there, though, Jesse. I've never skied before in my life, so I'd probably suffer a few injuries, unfortunately. How about you? Are you pretty good?
Right. Myself, I had my first ski experience at Mont Ripley Ski Hill last winter. There were some live cameras there, and I really wish I would have watched the one by the chalet that saw me scoot down toward the T-bar. I did not make it to the T-bar. That's about as far as I got personally. But yes, the best part about it is, though, if you're into just being outdoors, maybe your friends ski and snowboard, tell them to get their boho pass, because then you can go with and just enjoy the spa, the saunas, right? This winter, right? It goes up every year. They have 4 saunas at Mount Bohemia. You're going to start having to count on 2 hands, seriously, but it's a very relaxing experience in the winter too.
Sure, sounds great. And I assume it's not just people from that area that are coming to visit, right? Who else is coming along?
Right, a really big accolade actually just came in nationally, right? Folks are going to be coming in from all across America this year. Mount Bohemia just got 2nd place in the USA Today competition for best ski resorts in North America. It is more than just the hill. It is more than just the spa, right? It is this sense of community that you found. That's who voted them to that position. So you're going to have to go check it out yourself, what makes it so great nationally.
Excellent, excellent. And what else do you have going on, Jesse? I know you always have a lot going on.
That's right. One of our biggest winter events will be coming off. Kick your season off right. December 6th, Houghton is going to have their Winter Wonderland. Send your letters to Santa. Come down and get photos with all of the Frozen characters. It's going to be a great time. Come warm up in the winter.
All right, yeah, and it hasn't been too bad as far as snow goes so far, so I think we're still enjoying it. And it's snowing a little bit, but it's pretty warm, so not too bad, not too bad. How's it looking over there?
We are just getting slammed. We were really excited to see that beginning powder this week. We are really hoping that we're getting all the snow this season. We just launched our snow contest, seeing what people think about how much we're going to get based on years past. People are feeling a little more optimistic this year, and so am I. So we're looking forward to it.
Sounds great, Jesse. Anything else you have for us today?
Hey, that's all. Thanks for having me, Kevin.
As always, thank you, Jesse. Always appreciate you coming on.
Our nation's capital is one of the most unique places to visit during the holidays, with wreaths hanging over the White House and a giant tree hanging on the lawn of the Capitol building. But the U.S. Botanic Gardens has its own fun and unique way of spreading holiday cheer. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp reports.
At the U.S. Botanic Gardens in Washington, D.C., they're unveiling their holiday theme, pollinators.
I think it's a great theme for this time of year because as people gather for the holidays and they're enjoying these wonderful feasts that they've put together, a lot of it is due to pollinators who are pollinating the crops that go into the food that they eat.
Amy Volton says planning for their holiday show starts when the holidays end. This year, they've put together several pieces around the Botanic Garden, like the Christmas tree arrangement with some plant-centric ornaments.
Dried oranges, dried berries, dried flowers,
and one-of-a-kind wreaths.
When you go into the desert, there's a live wreath made out of succulents. And when you go into the Garden Primeval, there's a live wreath made out of ferns.
As well as models of iconic DC spots, like the National Mall and the U.S. Capitol, all made out of plants.
And this pollinator-themed train set. It is surprising when you think about pollinators and you think about all of the diversity of pollinators that are out there. It's more than bees. And some of the surprises are mosquitoes are pollinators, lemurs are pollinators, Birds are pollinators, beetles are pollinators, and what we're trying to do with this display is bring out some of the more surprising pollinators to get people to think more deeply about the importance of the connection between pollinators and plants, and also the diversity of them.
This holiday show will stay open through Sunday, January 5th. In Washington, D.C., Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
Our own Mike Ludlum is in the studio tonight. He'll have the latest sports news, including details on the Chicago Bears' historic mid-season firing of their head coach. We'll be right back.
Come see for yourself what people are raving about at Chicago Beefs in the Masonic Square Mall. We pick up fresh beef and delicious gravy in Chicago weekly to bring you that amazing, authentic flavor. Dine in with plenty of seating or enjoy delivery through DoorDash and Uber Eats. Plus, you can order takeout online at www.chicagobeef.us or call us at 1-833-YUM-BEEF. Open until 3 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays, Chicago Beefs in downtown Marquette.
Celebrate the season with Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. Gathering with family and friends during the holidays will create cherished memories that will last a lifetime. Make the season even more special this year with a holiday engagement. Stop into Richardson Jewelers and choose the perfect engagement ring. Your family and friends will raise a glass in celebration. Make your holiday engagement special with Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette.
At Richardson Jewelers.
We're in the holiday spirit.
I get the gangster Holy Ghost. The spirit takes over me.
Snoop Dogg brings the family fun.
Corey once got grounded for.
I don't know, but her mama took the car. What did you get grounded for?
I don't think I could say on here.
Plus my friend Jeremiah.
I'm back.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, Monday at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
Everyday errands become exciting adventures.
Double the fun, double the points.
Now through December 31st, use your rewards visa and earn double scorecard points on gas and grocery purchases. Points can be redeemed for gifts, travel, or cash back. If you have any questions, please call us at 906-789-6400.
Peninsula Federal Credit Union, lighting the way.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
And I'm Mike Ludlum. Good evening, everyone. The Houghton Gremlins and Marquette Sentinels both had 2-1 records going into this weekend's home-and-home hockey series. Plenty of skating in the first period, but the score stayed 0-0. So let's pick up the action in the second period at Marquette's Lakeview Arena. Houghton outshot Marquette 19-3 in the first period, and that ratio did not change much early in the second. Good stick work by the Gremlins' Jace DeForge, Jay Hallinan, a collision, then Noah Millette will slap that one in at 1:28, 1-0 Houghton. The officials did discuss this for a couple minutes before saying, yes, that's a goal. A short time later, Jack Rudak stretch pass to Tegan Tapany. He beats Parker Nevenhoven to give the Orange and Black a 2-0 cushion at 3:12. Just over 30 seconds later, the puck goes behind the net. Jack Sam caroms it off a Marquette player, and it's a 3-0 lead for Houghton. The Sentinels had a 5-on-3 power play a little bit later. Brody Shelton to Lucas Belkowski. His wrister beats Cooper Flax at 9:24. Marquette's on the board down 3-1. Marquette still had a 5-on-4 advantage, but Hudson Markham to Brody Donnelly, the shorty for the Gremlins, back to the 3-goal margin at 4-1 at 10:02. About a minute and a half later, Connor Arco rockets in and scores. Houghton has a 5-1 lead. Marquette back on the power play. Brody Shelton has plenty of room. He goes top shelf, far side. Sentinels back within 5-2, but Houghton added one more, 6-2 after 2. When was the last time Marquette gave up 6 goals in one period? Well, in the third, Houghton wasn't done turning on the light. Jay Hallinan, Noah Millette, Tegan Tapany right in front again. He scores on Cole Kelly, who replaced the injured Nevenhoven. 7-2 Gremlins. Houghton wins 8-2. The two teams travel to D Stadium tomorrow night at 6:30. Also in hockey, let's check on Escanaba and Traverse City West. That is Graham Johnson centering to Cale Carter, and the Eskimos have a 1-0 lead just over 6 minutes into the first. That was a power play goal, so was this one coming up in the second. Nolan Bank to Keegan Braun. Eskimos up by a couple. Cully Hayes does the rest with 33 saves. Escanaba gets the victory by the count of 3-1. Also in high school hockey, Copper Island Classic underway. Calumet edges Hancock 2-1. Couple games out in Sault Ste. Marie. Sparta blanks Negaunee 5-0, and it was Sault Ste. Marie defeating Berkeley 6-1. CCHA power play goals in the first period by Logan Morrell and Matthew Campbell helped Michigan Tech get past Bowling Green 3-0. Derek Malahy, 28 saves. Marquette's Jacob Peterson scores for NMU, his first career goal for the Wildcats, but Augustana your winner 4-1. Also was Lake Superior State defeating St. Thomas 4-2, and Bemidji turns back North Dakota 2-1. All-state volleyball teams have been announced for the Upper Peninsula players in Division II. Maddie Kreider is on the first team. She's from Kingsford. Calumet with a pair of first-teamers in Division III, Maddie Torla and Allie Bajorn. On the third team is Jackie Keelan of the Copper Kings. Honorable mention for D3, Camry Floden of Manistee. Turning to Division IV, second team for Brooke Koskela of Hancock. Third team for Ava Fisher of Forest Park. And honorable mentions going to Kira Isaacson of Dollar Bay, Kyler Stewart of Superior Central, and Lily Kwiatkowski of Rudyard. For the first time in the 100-plus year history of the franchise, the Chicago Bears have made an in-season head coaching change, firing Matt Eberflus. This was not pretty. Bears made the announcement today after yesterday's 23-20 loss to Detroit, where the Bears should have had a chance to tie the game with a field goal in the last minute of regulation. Thomas Brown will take over as interim head coach. He was just recently promoted from passing game coordinator to interim offensive coordinator, replacing the fired Shane Waldron. Eberflus was 14-32 during his tenure with the Bears. 3-14, 7-10, 4-2, but they've lost 6 straight games. The last 3 have been incredibly painful. Well, we might as well stay at Ford Field and show you what happened in that game. And we will pick it up in the second quarter. Jared Goff to Sam Laporta for a 3-yard touchdown, and the Lions with a 10-0 lead. Moving to the third quarter, the Lions are up 16-0. Caleb Williams pulls it down and runs, and bam! Gets hit awkwardly. He was still in bounds. I don't know what the Bears are complaining about over there, but he would be okay. He throws this 31-yard touchdown to Keenan Allen, so the Bears are on the board trailing 16-7. Mr. Goff would complete another short pass to Sam Laporta for a 1-yard touchdown, 23-7, and Caleb Williams would find DJ Moore for a touchdown right here, and all of a sudden the Bears are within 23-20. But as you haven't seen 1,000 times already, I'll make it 1,001. Time running out. Williams gets sacked. Tick, 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 tick. Is anybody going to call timeout? No. Well, forget it. Lions go on to win 23-20. Malcolm Rodriguez out for the rest of the season with an ACL. They have signed Quan Alexander from Denver off the practice squad. Packers and Dolphins, not nearly as much excitement, let us say. The Packers would get going after this muffed punt by Malik Washington. Robert Rochelle would recover on the 9-yard line. Jordan Love would throw a couple of touchdown passes to J.D. Reed, and the Packers get the victory in this one, 30-17. Green Bay visits Detroit next Thursday. Red Wings lose to New Jersey 5-4. Pistons win big over Indiana, 130-106, and we will be right back.
Funerals can be emotionally devastating for a family to go through. Besides the sorrow, loved ones are left with the high cost of arranging a funeral. Funeral Advantage was formed to help protect your family when they need it most. It pays your loved ones up to $20,000 immediately for funeral and any other expenses.
It's a good feeling to know that my family will be taken care of if anything happens to me.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the rest.
It's so easy, just answer a few simple health questions. This is so affordable, even for someone like me who's on a fixed income.
If you're 40 to 85, get information on how to protect your family. Funeral Advantage is something we all need. There's no risk or obligation. Call now.
Get the facts about how easy it is to protect your family. Call 800-845-5191. Don't wait. Call now.
Chips or cracks, we got your back. Brian's Auto Glass.
Introducing Brian's Auto Glass, now in Nagani. Your trusted experts in auto glass repair and replacement. When it comes to your vehicle's glass, trust the experts at Brian's Auto Glass. Our highly trained technicians handle everything from window replacements to fixing those annoying chips. At Brian's Auto Glass, we're committed to quality and precision, ensuring your safety on the road. Visit us today at our new location at 6 Industrial Drive in Nagani, or call us at 906-233-4527.
We're looking at some lake effect bands continuing through Saturday. Marquette, you yourself not getting much here, but on the western shores of Lake Superior toward Houghton, Newberry, Munising, much higher amounts are expected in that traditional northwest flow, and that's going to continue Saturday night and through the day on Sunday. See that bright purple there? That could be 1.5 feet out there north of Newberry, and pretty good amounts again on the western side. But Marquette, you yourself not getting a whole lot in the way of additional accumulations. Of course, December arrives on Sunday. It's going to be a cold one here, some light snow. Cold air really kicking in for next week, especially toward the end of next week. Look at that. Highs only near 20. Northwest flow means not a lot of lake effect for Marquette, but of course we'll have to take it day by day. But some of you in the more traditional snow belts could get some pretty significant snow again for next week.
Artists from all over the UP are in Marquette to show off some of their work. Today was the first day of the Winter Outback Art Fair at Lakeview Arena. The fair features 20 vendors selling everything from wood carvings to knit sweaters to photography. The Outback Art Fair is more than 30 years old, and the organizer says the close-knit community of artists is what's kept it going for so long.
We feel like it's family more than just a business type thing, especially with the regular Outback. I have people that have been with me 25, 27 years. They're like aunts and cousins that you get to see once a year.
The Outback Art Fair continues tomorrow from 10 to 4. Thanks for joining us for your WZMQ 19 News on this Black Friday. Have a great rest of your holiday weekend.
Are you on Medicaid and in need of bladder control and incontinence products? Then stay tuned for a free offer from Active Style.
Can Medicaid help me with bladder control products?
At Active Style, we understand your needs and offer convenient home